All right, I'll try not to be as wordy in this one, but I tend to do that. So you've done the general overview video, and now you're on to the first discussion. So you can access that either via this link here or via the content link that I've opened up here. So you will need to go to the content area, as I said in the overview, to review how to appropriately participate in online discussions. That is a little further down. So if you skipped the general overview video, please go through this. It is important. Or you can listen to the video that I've already made. So now, how do I get to the discussion area of the course? These are your two main assignment areas for the course. Assignments count for marks, discussions count for marks. So those are the things that you guys are working on and bouncing back in between. So let's look at this first discussion. And you will only be able to see what I've made visible. So when I talk about these two discussions, that's all you're going to see. You're not going to see the rest. So let's look here. And this will open up Monday at 7:30 in the morning. So these are the same images that I went through in the general overview video. And they're what you are responding to these questions on. So choose one of the examples provided. What went wrong? Why do mistakes like this happen? Are these mistakes more likely thanks to social media? And to explain what you think. Me, if I was given this in an online discussion, I would grab those points, I would copy and paste them, and then I would click on the online discussion. No, shoot, it might not show this properly because of being in a teacher view. Let's see. If not, we'll fiddle. Okay, so again, the directions are there. And then down below, you are going to see the rubric. So every discussion that I've made has a rubric tied to it. I'm going to get rid of me so you can see the rubric. So these are the expectations. 1, I made my own original thread to answer the question. So I'm going to mark you whether you did that or didn't do that. Whether it's complete. And if I think there's a next step on something, I'm going to indicate that when I give you your grade for the discussion. So I made my own original thread. I chose one of the examples provided and I explained what went wrong. I explained why mistakes like this happen. I explained if I thought these mistakes were more likely thanks to social media. And I responded to another student's post. So you have to respond to another student. I accept responsibility for managing my own behavior in discussions. So those expectations that are on the content page of how to participate in an online discussion, that matters. I listened to, acknowledge, and respected differing ideas, opinions, and values. So think about how you respond to other people. It's okay to disagree, but do it respectfully. So then you'd get a score of an overall level. So let's close that back out. So again, here is what's expected. I've copy and pasted that. I'm going to pick, I'm going to pick the Donald Trump one. Why not? And then I'm going to start a new thread. So each person needs to start a new thread. I'm going to put my name in the title, Miss Allison's response. And then I'm going to copy and paste. And just because it's the science teacher in me too, I like to just keep the questions in there. So you're going to think about restating your question and your answer. So the example I have chosen is, and then you're going to tell me what you've chosen in terms of those images. What I feel went wrong was, and then I do something like, I think mistakes happen like this because, and I would describe why. And I think mistakes like this are more likely because. So I've restated the question in my answer, and I've answered all of the specifics that were expected of me. So do I need to keep that in there? No, because it's obvious when I've restated the question and the answer, but at least now I know I've covered all the things that I'm supposed to. So I might just post this anyways, so that you guys can see it. So I'm going to post that. You won't be able to see it till Monday, but you'll be able to see what's there. So that is step one. You make your original post about your own original ideas, about the images. Step two would be you are going to start to see everybody's post. Sorry, I'm all tongue-tied. You can tell it's been a busy couple days. So you are going to see others' posts. They'll start to filter up over the next day or two because I've left it open, or I will leave it open until Friday. So then your job is to find somebody else's post. So let's pretend I'm not Miss Allison. And I'm going to read her post, and then I'm going to respond respectfully on her post. Miss Allison, I think you had some great ideas about blah, 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 or I agree with, I wonder, that could be a respectful way of disagreeing, would be I wonder about, and then saying your point as to something that you might think is different. So then you would post your response. You can choose to reply on more than one person. That's up to you. For the people that have already taken part in e-learning courses, I would love to see you sort of be examples here of what to do. So if you are comfortable with online discussions, please participate early, so that those people that are getting used to online discussions go, oh, okay, that's how I make a post. That's how I respectfully respond to somebody else's. So it helps to keep our course a little bit more engaging, but it also sort of allows you to help set the standard of what you've seen in other courses that make for good discussions. So that is part one. I will do another video for the second discussion.